Welcome to my views and news. Some news stories for you. First one is from Ethiopian House of People's Representatives, where an MP asked PM Abiy whether PM Abiy was considering resignation. What did PM Abiy say? Details for you. And secondly, Tigray where armed gangs are operating, gangsters are looting people, robbing, injured people are arriving at hospitals. A doctor from Tigray has shared some details. And thirdly, a meeting between top Tigray and Oromo politicians is being confirmed in Adama. Apart from Addis Ababa, they held some meetings in Addis Ababa. I reported yesterday. Now, another meeting is being confirmed in Adama. Firstly, viewers, Christian Tadale, a member of parliament from the Amhara region, from Nama party, at today's parliament session, asked whether PM Abiy was considering resignation. PM Abiy responded and he addressed this question in a very logical way. He said, only Prime Minister is not government. If government has failed, as is being claimed by Christian Tadale, then all should resign. Both legislature and executive are part of the government. Christian Tadale is head of a standing committee responsible for legislation. So if government has failed, it means both legislature and executive have failed. All should resign. Very valid point. And secondly, he did not address the question by mentioning Malate Mola, party head, who is part of federal cabinet. He said people will decide who to elect. Only change will come through the parliament, through election. It is up to people to choose whoever is fit for this job. Overall, PM Abiy handled this question very convincingly, but let's see what government does to Christian Tadale. Could he be implicated in cases? Could he be arrested in coming days or weeks? Because it was a tough question, definitely. No one asked such a question in the last 5 years or so since PM Abiy took office. Let's see what happens in coming days to Christian Tadale. So far, PM Abiy is facing no challenge, viewers. No challenge from the parliament, from opposition parties. Effort is underway to unite, to start a movement from the Amhara region. No threat to the government so far. And PM Abiy was very cool, very composed at today's parliament session when he briefed the parliament about his 6-month performance. Secondly, viewers, Tigray, where armed gangs are operating. Peace deal was signed in November, almost 4 to 5 months ago. Still, and military has largely withdrawn, Amhara forces largely withdrawn, excluding Rai and Volkai. Still, law and order situation is not improving. It is being reported from Adigrat by some news outlets, including Voice of America, viewer Tigray, that armed gangs are operating in Adigrat city and in surrounding areas. A doctor from Adigrat hospital talked to the Voice of America. The doctor said that on daily basis, injured people were reporting at the hospital. Injured at the hands of gangsters who are looting people, who are robbing people, and sometimes affectees are injured and killed too. And doctor said there are large number of people at the hospital who are victims of these armed gangs. No improvement. And I think this issue of armed gangs operating in Tigray, issue of insecurity, was raised by federal government around 4 months ago. Situation is not improving. And Getachew, in his first speech, mentioned that one of the responsibility of Tigray interim government would be to ensure that people's lives and properties are protected, that law and order is maintained. But it is still a challenge for Tigray regional government to ensure that people's lives and properties are protected. And one of the reasons behind this continuation of violence is that Tigray police is in the making. No one clearly knows what is the criteria being adopted by Tigray government for the formation of Tigray police. Formation of Tigray police was delayed because TPLF's efforts for the formation of interim government were being opposed by opposition parties. Tigray military was divided. Ethiopian government did not want to see Debretsion as interim government head. That is why several key decisions could not be made in Tigray. Now, Getachew's interim government is faced with multiple challenges. And one of these challenges is improvement of law and order situation to protect people's lives and properties. And for that, you need establishment of regional forces, regional police. You need establishment or you need reactivation of judicial mechanism. You need to have strong prosecution. For that, interim government needs some time, but interim government does not have all the time in the world on its side. It will have to take some swift decisions to ensure that people are safe in Tigray. Lastly, viewers, a meeting is being confirmed between Tigray leaders and Oromo politicians in Adama. Though they held a meeting in Addis Ababa too, but now a meeting between them is being confirmed in Adama. In Adama, reportedly, Oromia region-based members of parliament hosted a dinner for Tigray delegation. Tigray delegation, we know, is led by Getachew Reda, who for the last 3 to 4 days has been in Addis Ababa. Talks are being held. Key issues are being discussed regarding formation of interim government, regarding release of budget, regarding return of refugees, IDPs to Tigray, regarding dispute over territories like Volkayat and Raya. Several key issues are under discussions. Implementation of Pretoria deal is being discussed. At this crucial time, Oromia region-based politicians, they are trying to form good ties. They're trying to renew their ties with Tigray leadership. A meeting between Shimalis and Getachew is being confirmed too. And reportedly, Getachew is close to intelligence agency chief Damascus Tirhone. I think he is from the Amhara region. Getachew is close to him reportedly. So that is why we are seeing that swift progress is being made. Getachew elected by TPLF. Then PM Abiy approved his appointment. He appointed him, and immediately after that, Getachew delivered a speech, and then he headed for Addis Ababa. Since then, he's been in the capital city holding meetings with top government officials. He was seen with Ahmed Shide as well. Obviously, one of the key issues for Tigray is the release of federal funds. Federal budget for Tigray was suspended, and one of the demands, one of the preconditions for the release of this budget was formation of interim government. That is why Debretsion-led Tigray government was paralyzed because federal government was not releasing any funds. Now, when Getachew is in power, of course, federal government is going to release funds for Tigray's institution. That is why talks being held between Getachew and Machide. Oromo region, on the other hand, is trying to forge alliance with Tigray leadership. Will this alliance frustrate other allies of the PM, other allies of the government, like allies from the Amhara region, political elite from the Amhara region, parties from SNNPR? That we'll see in coming days. So far, clearly it is being seen that a Tigray-Oromia alliance is in the making. Somalis could join as well, as I reported yesterday. How will this alliance shape Ethiopian politics in coming days? We'll have to see, we'll have to monitor the developments. Tigray needs partners too, and obviously PM Abiy's government won't have any uh, reservations about alliance between Tigray and Oromia. In fact, PM Abiy's government needs strong partners these days because the government is being challenged by groups, people from Amhara ethnic group. A movement in the diaspora is being launched by Amhara ethnic group. We're seeing conventions, we're seeing protests, rallies. Similar effort could be made in Amhara as well to weaken the government, federal government. No change within the parliament is likely because parties from the Amhara region, Nama, and others, parties like Izima, they have no power in the parliament to change a party position in the parliament. Only Prosperity Party can bring about a change in terms of top leadership, in terms of electing new prime minister. PP is divided. PP from Oromia is supporting PM Abiy. PP from Amhara is split. So that is why in the parliament there is no challenge for PM Abiy. But outside parliament there could be challenges. And Oromos see a chance. They know they have a chance to consolidate their hold and power in Ethiopia. That is why we're seeing this alliance between Tigray and Oromo leadership. Though we must not forget that this alliance will be tested. We'll speak in detail on coming videos about the challenges which this alliance will face in coming days. Tigray Oromia alliance. Thank you for watching.